This has been one of those college basketball seasons where right when you think you can count a team out, they start resurrecting. Well, here's 7 teams that I had counted out that are resurrecting. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do videos every single day. Sometimes I do college football and sometimes I do college basketball. And the best way to support this channel, get more of my content, is hit the subscribe button. Crazy year in college basketball so far. A lot of ups and downs for everybody's teams. But at the end of the year, you want to be on a hot streak. So I came up with 7 teams that are hot as of recently that previously, not gonna lie, I had them counted out. But now they have a chance. They're not locks. They're bubble teams. They have a chance to get in the big dance. First up, Louisville. They are 12-5, 4th in the ACC. At one point, they were 10-4, which isn't a terrible record, but they didn't have any good wins, and they had a loss to Miami. Well, they've done better as of recently. They've won 2 out of the last 3. They need to do more, but they do have good wins over Seton Hall, Western Kentucky, Virginia Tech, Duke, and Georgia Tech. Some of those are bubble teams. So I'm going to count a win over a fellow bubble team a good win because that's who you're trying to beat out. Only one bad loss, and it's that Miami loss that I talked about. Who does Louisville have left? They have Duke, Virginia Tech, and Virginia. So they have more opportunities to add to that resume. It's a tough stretch, but if you want to get in, you're going to have to go at least 2-1 out of those last 3 and possibly have to win a game in the ACC tournament. Next up, Syracuse. They're 13-7, 9th in the ACC. I don't like that last stat, but at one point they were 10-6. Not horrific, but not great. The only problem is they only have one good win, and it's against Virginia Tech. 2 bad losses, but against the same team. They got swept by Pitt. They've won 3 out of their last 4, so they are hot. And they have games at Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Clemson. 3 opportunities for 3 good wins. You gotta get it done, Syracuse. Staying in the ACC, Georgia Tech. They are 12-8. They are 8th in the ACC. At one point, they were 9-8. They were done. I had them counted out. But they're on a 3-game winning streak. And they have some good wins. North Carolina, Clemson, Florida State, Virginia Tech, and no bad losses. They have Syracuse, Duke, and Wake Forest. So they do have more opportunities to add to that resume. Watch out for Georgia Tech. Pretty hot right now. One more ACC team, and that's Duke. I definitely had Duke counted out. Right now, they're 11-8, 4th in the ACC. At one point in time, they were 7-7, possessing 2 3-game losing streaks. They were doing bad. Their good wins are Michigan State, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Virginia, and Syracuse. And Duke is on a 4-game winning streak. One of the hottest teams in the nation right now. They do have 3 bad losses, though. At Pitt, at Miami, and Notre Dame. But the games they have left, Louisville, at Georgia Tech, and at North Carolina. So a chance to add to the resume, and it's not super difficult. Duke is really hot right now. They could definitely sneak into the big dance. Let's jump over to the Big Ten. Michigan State is back in the bubble talk. They're 13-9, 9th in the Big Ten. They started the season off 6-0. A great start. But then at one point they were 8-7. I had them counted out. And a 4-game losing streak. Yikes. Their big wins at Duke, Rutgers, at Indiana, Illinois, and Ohio State. Only one bad loss, and that was at Northwestern a long time ago. And right now, Michigan State is on a 3-game winning streak, so they are hot right now. They have at Maryland, Indiana, at Michigan, and Michigan to end the season. Tough games, but opportunities. That's how you have to think about it. Opportunities to add to your resume. Michigan State has a chance to get in the big dance. Next up, also in the Big Ten, Maryland. They are now 14-10, 8th in the Big Ten. At one time, they were 10-10 with 2 back-to-back losses. In other words, they lost back-to-back here and then back-to-back here. Two game losing streaks. And a 3-game losing streak. Man, that's horrible. But right now, they're on a 4-game winning streak. They got some good wins too, guys. At Wisconsin, at Illinois, at Minnesota, Purdue, Minnesota, and at Rutgers. Only one bad loss, at Penn State. Here's what they have left. Michigan State, at Northwestern, and Penn State. My advice, don't lose those last 2 games. Last team I want to talk about, Ole Miss. They are 13-9, 6th in the SEC. At one time, they were 8-8, and they also had 2 back-to-back losing streaks. Lost 2 games here, lost 2 games here, and a 3-game losing streak. But recently, they've won 5 out of the last 6. That's pretty hot. Big wins, Tennessee, Missouri, and at Missouri. Only one bad loss, Mississippi State. Last 3 games, at Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Vanderbilt. Not very good teams. My advice, don't lose at all. Any of those would be bad losses. If you want to get in the big dance, you have to win out, Ole Miss. Keep in mind, folks, there's still 3, maybe 4 games left for some teams. So teams that you think are out could sneak in, and teams that you think are barely in could get pushed out. There's still a lot to be played. Nothing is for sure. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.